What's good with y'all boys? It's Ricey and we back with another video. And for today's video, I got y'all boys another Ironfist guide, chat. But this one is on the new season 1.5 buffs. So I will be going over the buffs and changes and try and give y'all as many tips as possible on the new playstyle of Ironfist and just how you should play him in general, because I see a lot of people in my comments basically giving people the wrong playstyle and basically saying he's trash now when he's really not, and he's probably better than ever and one of the best, in my opinion, DPS in the game right now. But before the video starts, I do want to say, if you do learn something from this video, please drop a like and also subscribe to the channel. I will be going live on both YouTube and Twitch, so if you want to catch me live and ask me any questions, make sure you follow the YouTube and the Twitch, and also join up in the Discord if you want to get notified for whenever I post, or you want to join up on some Ironfist discussions, chat. Alright, let's get right into the video, man. Alright, so during this patch, we got a lot of buffs on Ironfist. The main buffs we really want to talk about is his overhealth buffs. He gained a lot of overhealth. So basically, I'll go over the basic health changes. So he did get an extra 50 health to his health bar. Before he was at 250, now he's at 300. With his block, he can actually gain over 200 HP. Leaving his base HP at 500 HP if he does block max damage, as you can see there. You cannot block more than that, and also if you do press E, it will also cap at 150, or you actually can't even press E, or you can after you start losing HP, and you can gain an extra 30 HP, but honestly it's not even worth it. The next change they added was now he can get his block back extremely fast. So after you use your block, you can get it back in basically 5 hits and start blocking again. So as long as you hit somebody 5 times after using your block, you can have your block back almost instantly, as you can see here, chat. So after 5 to 6 hits, you will guaranteed basically get your block back. So definitely use that to your advantage, chat. It's very, very broken in my opinion. I really hope they don't change it, because it will kind of like take the fun away from this character. I'm not gonna lie. He's literally the immortal Ironfist now. I genuinely don't know how people say he's bad. But yeah. Also, another thing that they changed was they did nerf his damage by a small amount. His sun punch damage did get cut in probably like by 30%, so you do deal less damage when you're in your empowered form. As you can see, it does take a little long to shred supports if you're in a real game. I will try and show a clip of me like literally being the tickle monster. But honestly, if you just go on a support who's not getting healed and just like how you're supposed to play this character, you really don't want to go on a support who's getting healed, then you will deal a lot of damage and you can most likely solo kill that support really fast like this. But for that damage nerf that we got on supports, we did get another damage buff on tanks, which basically means we deal more damage to tanks the higher HP they are. So basically the change was he basically gained 1.7% of the max HP that the character has on every single punch that he lands. So he does around 14 damage per hit now. Before he did 19. On squishies he does 14. On tanks he does around like 22, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he does shred tanks extremely fast, as you can see. And if Hulk is in his ultimate, which you can't really see right now, you will deal more damage than you are dealing right now, which is, in my opinion, insane, because Hulk has like, I think around like 700 or maybe 800 HP when he's in his super form, or I think it might even be 1,000. But either way, the more HP they have, the more damage you deal. So basically he deals less damage to squishies and way more damage to tanks. Alright, the next change he has is his E ability. Basically, you can gain 150 overhealth from his E as long as you have max HP. So you gain 150 here, but after 1 second after the cooldown is ended, you will start losing HP at 25 HP per second. So you do have a little decay on it. With this move, I recommend doing this before you do go in. Like maybe go wall climb on a wall or something, and then literally just charge your HP up, instantly drop down and start fighting them. And I do also want to say that his ult did also get a net nerf during this patch. So basically his ult does less damage to squishies. You can still shred them, as you can see, but you're most likely gonna have to use your kick to kill a squishy. But his ult does do way more damage to tanks, since he does have that lifesteal. Basically, it's not really a lifesteal, but he does have that percent damage on tanks, so you will deal a lot more damage to tanks as well. Especially ulting Hulk. If you just pop your Q on an ulting Hulk, There's literally nothing that Hulk can do. It's just GG's. But yeah, that was basically all the buffs that we got during this patch. If I did miss any buffs, please let me know. He did not get any changes to his double jump, triple jump, whatever you want to call it, or his shift. So just beware of that. And also, if you didn't know, they did take the bunny hop out of the game, which is kind of unfortunate. I really want them to add this back. If there's any devs watching this, which I doubt it, please bring back bunny hop because I miss it, bro. But yeah, now I kind of want to get into the playstyle for this character, because I do see a lot of people saying the playstyle is completely different now, which in my opinion it isn't. But I have noticed in lower ranked lobbies it kind of does change slightly, since you will be most likely on tanks a lot more. But in higher ranked lobbies, like in GM1 plus, you probably won't be in the front line as much, because there's just way too much poke in the front line, and then it makes it so a lot of people can see you easier. So in higher rank lobbies, you definitely want to backline and basically play him like how you used to play him, except you do want to add a little bit of damage to tanks and kind of shred them a bit, but just don't overextend, because if you overextend you will die instantly. He's still pretty squishy, but as long as you're using your block cooldown correctly and using that 6 damage hit that I was talking about before, you should be able to keep your block uptime up a lot of the fight, and basically every single fight. So we are the immortal Ironfist now, chat. I'm not even trolling when I say that. But yeah, also if you are going to flank on Ironfist, you do want to know the one-shot combo for Ironfist, and basically it is 6 and 1s, and then on the 6th hit you just press shift instantly and you should be able to one-shot them. But you got to be careful, because if your target is getting healed, then this combo will not work since the damage nerfs. So you want to definitely be careful with that. But I do recommend trying that combo as often as possible, because like I said, it does one shot. And most of the time, if you do pick the right target, there's just nothing they can do against it, chat. Basically, the gameplay loop that you kind of want to go for is go in with your right clicks, because this is your most damage ability right now. Get a shift in. And then after you kill somebody, instantly start blocking and try and shred a little bit. But you want to be careful in this form, because like I said, if they're getting healed, you will not deal enough damage. So just beware and be ready to run away, because when you're in this empowered form, obviously you can't block, and you basically have no defense for yourself but your shift. So just be prepared to shift away when you're in your empowered form, because you will take a lot of damage, especially if you're in higher rank lobbies. And like I said, at the start of every fight, if you're gonna like go in, maybe even dive on the back line, you do want to heal and press E, because this will get you very close to your max HP. Your max HP is 500, and with your E you can basically get 450, which is insane to me. So the kind of gameplay loop you want to go for is try and start from height, use your E to get your 450 HP, because this will get you very close to max. Go on the back line or whatever you're trying to go on, shift, try and kill them with shift. If you feel like you can't kill them with shift, then just save your shift and use it to get out. I do recommend though, if you are gonna go in with your E, always still be ready to block damage, because like I said, the E does drain really fast. So you will take damage, and then you could just block your damage back. Go in. If you can't get the kill, use your shift to get out. If you can get the kill, use your shift to get the kill, and then jump out with the rest of your jumps. So now I just want to quickly show y'all a small clip of me engaging with my shift. Basically, you want to heal before the start of the fight, and then after that, if you are going to commit with shift, make sure they do use a very important cooldown. Here they use the Sue Storm jump. So I was able to kill the Sue Storm there, block the incoming damage, and then get out with my jumps. So I was able to easily use my shift to follow up and then end up killing her, because she had no other defense against me, chat. If you want to know the main cooldowns to look for when looking to engage with your shift, make sure they use Luna's stun, which is this. You can block that projectile, and then after this, she basically has nothing else to defend against you but her shifts, and you most likely can just out damage this. Mantis sleep. If she uses this, she literally has no other defense but her left clicks. So after she uses shift, you should be able to kill her for free, but you want to be careful, because this shift is not blockable. Basically, you can block it, but it will not do damage to your block. So basically, it'll be like you're 1v1ing the Mantis with normal HP, so you won't actually get damage from your block unless she shoots you. Next is Loki runes. You want to make sure he places these before you use your your shift, because if you use your shift in this, you will not kill him. He has infinite HP and he will not lose basically any HP at all. You also want to pay attention to Cloak and Dagger whenever she uses her right click, because this will make her invulnerable and she can fly. But after the invulnerability, you can follow her and easily kill her. With Invisible Woman, all you really want to look out for is her double jump. Her shift can't really do anything to you, and if she does pull or push you, it will not do enough damage to kill you, or you could just block it in general. So in my opinion, the push or the pull does not really matter against Ironfist. And also sometimes if she does use it, you can just auto track back to her, and the push and the pull kind of just is useless. Next thing you want to look for is Adam Warlock's Soulbound. Basically what this Soulbound does is share the damage between every character. So if you don't want to be just literally tickle monstering, make sure to wait for Adam to use his shift cooldown. The best way to notice is if their health is basically orange like that, and you'll be able to see it better in game, but unfortunately I can't really show you that now. Next, you want to look out for Rocket's dashes. He only has 2 dashes, so if he uses both of his 2 dashes, you can basically just instantly run up to him and out damage his heals basically. And then last we have Jeff the Land Shark. In my opinion, it's not worth following this character unless he's just sitting in the backline and not in his full form, not his spin form, because in his spin form you will not be able to kill him. He does heal constantly, and he can just places E, heal, go back in. Places E, heal, go back in. And that's basically the gameplay loop of Jeff. And mind you, he has 6 of those. So yeah, you just won't be able to kill Jeff. I don't recommend it, chat. Or if it's possible, stay in and try and get some M1s in so you can get your block back, and then try and block again and try and do the same gameplay loop over again. Which is why I really like this update, since now you can literally get a kill and then maybe go punch the tanks like 5 times like I said, get your block back, and then go get another kill, and then after that punch the tanks a couple more times, and then get your block back and then go get another kill. Which is why, in my opinion, I think this Iron Fist is way better than the old Iron Fist, just because you literally have the option to actually stay in the fight. Before you could not, and you had to like basically get your little 50 over health from your E, and then go in, block 200 or what was it, 150 damage, and then pray to God you don't get one-shotted after that 150 damage is gone. Now with this update, you're basically at 500 HP at all times, chat. Which is very annoying, because, as you can see from some of my stream clips, because you literally can't kill Iron Fist anymore. But yeah, I do want to do a VOD review on one of my games, In Eternity, from Iron Fist, so I can give y'all as much good tips as possible. Unfortunately, I don't have any low rank gameplay, but the main thing you probably want to do in lower ranks is probably shred their tanks a little bit, get them to low HP, and then move on to the healers. I've seen that work a lot for me in my ult accounts, but I haven't done an unranked GM on the new Iron Fist yet, so I don't really know specifically how to like shred people at lower ranks. But I can show you guys what higher rank gameplay on Iron Fist looks like. Alright, chat, so this was an Eternity lobby, kind of one above all, because they did have Shroud on their team. So this was my gameplay from last video. I do have another gameplay coming out on Shroud as well, against Shroud as well, but for today we just gonna focus on this one. So to start off here, you want to
The battle starts in 5.
So to start off here on this Spider-Man map, I really like playing the high ground. So I come out of spawn, I instantly jump on this high ground here. I don't know what I was taking damage from there. I don't know what happened. What did I just take damage from? How did I get 500 HP there?
The battle starts in 5.
Alright, so on this map, I do want to play at this start here. I really like climbing on this building right here and just going over the top here. This is really good for Iron Fist, since he is able to start on the high ground, and he can kind of flank and see the back line here. So I do like starting up here. As you can see, I go on this dagger. With dagger, you want to play safe with her because she can fly away, as you can see there. You see, I did not commit any abilities as soon as I dove on this dagger. I just punched her, made her use her fly just so she could get away. And then I followed her after the fly. See here, now this is just basically reaction time. If you want to rank up, you're going to have to learn this. So basically, I jump, follow the dagger. This would look like a feed on any other character, but I know what I'm doing, so I'm jumping in, and I'm trying to get as much overhealth here as possible. I see the Hella. She beams me. I take the overhealth that I got from her, and I get out with it. So now I'm just looking to use my E to get my overhealth back, and then I'm going to go in with the extra overhealth that I have, which is basically 500 HP, and try and kill whatever's in the backline here. My bucket was kind of just rolling them, so I didn't really get to do too much, but I was able to clean up the rest of the fight here, which was really good. Here, like I said, you do want to start on a high ground. Most of the time you want to start where people cannot see you. So here I just play this little corner here because if somebody walks height, I can stop them from coming off of height. I do want to be able to just jump on the healers here, so that's what I'm waiting for. I'm not looking at the Star Lord. I'm just looking to dive healers, try and get them out of the game and from healing the tanks. My Bucky got a pick here. I get those little onks out from Loki. I don't know what they're actually called, runes, I think. But let me actually go over this because that was actually a kind of like a fast sequence. But so with Loki, you don't want to commit anything to him either, because if you do, he will just pop those runes and you will basically get nothing done. So you see here, I just go on Loki just to force the runes. I don't use my shift, I don't use my block until after he runes, because no matter what I do here, I most likely cannot kill him if he has these runes. No, I can't kill him. Not even most likely, I can't kill him. So after that, I see he pops the runes and I instantly start blocking because I know somebody will turn on me because they heard the big ass doom that I do when I punch people. Hella turns around, she does feed my block a little bit. So after I hear that block go off, I just instantly get out because I know if I stay in there too long, the Hell is most likely gonna stun me and try and one-shot me, and I most likely can't kill anything because they did have those runes up. So I use my kick to get out, and now I'm just looking for a reset here, trying to get my block back. I use my overhealth, get that 150 overhealth, go back to this health pack because he tries to counter my dive. Now I'm just going in on the mag, start on the mag. Here is like really important to stick to one target, because if you go on multiple targets, you're just not gonna get too much done during these ultimates. So try to stick to one target when they have these like big ultimate fights going on. You just want to apply as much pressure as possible and get as much damage as you possibly can here. I do also want to say, I might just go back a little bit here, but yeah, I kill Shroud here, basically using my shifts. Unfortunately, we do try and go on this dagger, and I died for it. Still, that was a really good play because the dagger was just sitting on height, basically healing her entire team for free. But look here, chat. So this is what I think is the most important thing about Ironfist and his abilities. You never want to use your block cooldown to have fast damage, especially now with the fact that his empowered punches do way less damage, and it's basically no reason for you to be using your empowered punches for the empowered punches. Like, you get what I mean? Only use it for your block. That's what you should only be doing. Most of your damage should be coming from your basic M1s, because your basic M1s do a lot of damage, and like I showed you in the first half of the guide, you can still one-shot with the basic combo. So here you see me on this Hella. I did switch targets a little bit, so I wasn't kind of lying, but here it didn't really matter since they had this cloak ult up. I go on this Hella now because I see she's low. Mind you, I'm not using block until I take a lot of damage. I'm at full HP, so I'm not using my block at all. I saw that this Hella ulted, so I am paying attention to this, and if she does try and shoot me, I will take a lot of damage. So I'm looking to block the Hella ult basically. I use my shift, which was kind of a waste. I block a little bit of damage, and then I'm just trying to focus down this Loki here, chat. But as you can see here, I am the tickle monster, and you can kind of notice the nerfs sometimes, like especially in situations like these where they have a lot of healing going out. I use my shift to kill him. I block a little bit of damage, and then I try and go on this other support, since I knew that she was literally just sitting on top here, basically healing her entire team. But yeah, I did calm to my team, tell them that that the dagger was sitting up there, and we won the fight because of that, which is really good. That's why I say you do want to calm in your fights as well, because it is really important to calm on Ironfist because he is a dive hero, and having people focus who you dive just makes your job a lot easier. Okay, so here I start on the high ground once again. I did start like trying to go this right side here. I really like this flank route because you can start here and kind of see what their backline is doing from this area right here. But unfortunately, their hella saw me from spawn. I take the health pack and then I reset and I take a different route. You never want to take the same route twice because most of the time they're gonna just sit there and watch it. So yeah, just try and take another route. And you'll see here, before the fight starts, I do use my heal, try and gain as much overhealth as possible. I go in on this dagger here, instant killer, and then now I'm looking to ult. Because I know I'm up one, or actually up two, because they killed the Captain America. But now I'm up one, go in, and yeah, clean up the fight with my ultimate. I'll kind of explain that better because I feel like I didn't explain it as good. But as you can see here, I start off with the overhealth. You just what you want to do every fight, and this is how you get the maximum amount of overhealth. You want to do it when you're literally on top of people. It doesn't matter if they can hear it, because no matter what, they're not going to be able to kill you because you have 500 HP and you have your block up. So it doesn't really matter if they hear you healing up here anymore. So just do it before every fight, before every engage, and you should be good. So I go in here. The reason I picked the dagger here is because if I go on Loki, he will place those runes, and basically this entire dive would have been pointless. So diving Loki first is never a good play. Always want to dive the dagger first and try to catch her whenever she's not expecting it, because then she won't have time to fly away with her right click. So here I caught her when she wasn't expecting it. She was low enough. Usually most of the time when they're at half HP, you just want to shift kick just because. Most of the time they will just end up 1 HP and you can kill them with just one normal left click. So I saw she was half HP. I used my shift, instant kill. I see this Hella right here. I don't want to get one tapped or pulled, so I instantly start blocking. I block over 100 damage there. I'm pretty sure I had like 400 HP. And then I pop ult as soon as I get that block done so I can get a block reset. So if you pop your ultimate, basically your block cooldown gets resetted. And look, I'll just show you here. So as y'all see from the block, I blocked 15 seconds. I pop my ultimate and then I block instantly again, kill their tank, and then I go on the DPS and just clean up the fight. So you definitely want to try and use your ultimate for block resets if you can, especially if you feel like you can win the fight. It's really good for stalling as well, because you can gain your 500 HP and then pop your ultimate and then gain another 500 HP, which is really good in my opinion. And then wait another 3 seconds and then gain another 500 HP. So yeah, it's really good for stalling, chat. I see this Captain America touching. I'm just focusing him down. But as y'all notice here, I'm not focusing tanks, chat. There's really literally no reason for me in these lobbies to be focusing tanks, because they have this Hella, and the frontline damage from the Hella and the bucket alone would be way too much damage for me to block. Here I don't really do much, but kind of just like help my team walk. I do kill this mag here, which is really good. And then we just clean up the fight. I do want to kind of go over that fight again because I feel like I didn't explain it well enough. But here you see me start the fight at this position right here. I heal before the fight. Like I said, if I'm going to engage, I'm always going to heal first, so I can get that, start the fight with at least 450 HP instead of 300. I get the 450 HP. I go in. I see Hella because she's the furthest one back. I didn't think she would get heals. But then I switch my target to the dagger, since she's not, I know guaranteed she's not gonna get heals here. So I switch to dagger. Unfortunately, she does get bubbled, but still I do almost kill her through that. I missed my block timing, really weird. I think he just waited me out there, which is really good on his part. But we still clean up the fight, and yeah. But like I said, you want to notice how I'm not diving the tanks first. I'm always on healers first, trying to disrupt the healers from the tanks. But if you're in low rank lobbies where healing just doesn't matter, you definitely just want to start on tanks, kind of shred them up a little bit, and then go to your healers. You never really want to start on DPS. It's really no point. Alright, so the next fight starts here. I'm playing behind this corner. I don't think I heal here because I felt like I was too close to the fight to heal. I gain overhealth. I see that my thing ults. Whenever thing ults, you definitely want to get in there and try and help as much as possible with that. But unfortunately, they did dagger ult, and Loki got out of my kill into the dagger ult, and I died because of it, unfortunately. I don't think I could have played this any better. I feel like I played it perfectly. I feel like the only time like I kind of, I guess, messed up was instead of just instantly trying to help my thing here, I kind of tried to like back out after I blocked here. So look, I used this overhealth. I got this overhealth from this Bucky, 450 HP, and then I was looking to back out, which kind of just threw my thing out, because if I was in there to begin with, I probably would have killed this Loki and maybe even the Hela if it was possible. But yeah, other than that, I think I played this perfectly. I don't think I could have played this any other way. Yeah.
Again! Your powers are...
Alright, so we do get into the next fight. We have Adam ult up. So I'm playing kind of aggressive here. I don't really care if I die because I know I'll just get instantly revived. I use this overhealth, chance to get some overhealth. I don't know why I engaged on the Loki here, because like I said, the runes. And then obviously, since I had a bad engage and we started losing the fight, I just backed out and tried to live. I'm pretty sure we just instantly lost that fight. So yeah. Or actually, we're winning somehow, which is kind of crazy. We killed a mag here, which is really good. I'm just taking down tanks because they're the only targets I can see. And yeah, that's really the only time in higher ranked lobbies you want to take down the tanks. If basically they're the only targets alive, really. Here I'm trying to play in a spot where they won't expect, and so I can drop on top of them. I heal right before the fight, like I said before. Right before I engage, I try and go on a healer. I see that the dagger's 1 HP. I instantly use shift, pop my ult, and then go on the Sue Storm. And boom, now the fight's basically over with no matter what they do because they have no heals. And yeah, we win the fight because of it.
The current score is 0-2-3. Time to switch things up, including which side. You're on.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie, Ironfist on defense is a lot harder than on attack because you kind of can't really do much on defense since he is a dive hero. Dive heroes are really just meant for attack and trying to get in the back line and trying to make the fight end as fast as possible. It's a lot harder on defense, especially because they have a Bucky and a Namor here, so I can't really do too much. And they also have this Iron Warlock who can basically instantly heal people. Oh, this is my team. What am I talking about? But yeah, they do have this Loki here and the Bucky, so they will take. They bet. Alright chat, so now we are on defense, and I'm not gonna lie, defense is a lot harder to play with Iron Fist than offense, because you're kind of trying to stop the team from pushing instead of trying to push yourself, so it's just a lot harder. And also they do have a Bucky and a Loki, which is somewhat anti-dive with Psylocke, but honestly Psylocke shouldn't be on your body as much. You kind of want to pay attention to these two targets right here. So out of all these targets on their team, the best free pick for me is their Sue Storm, since she cannot defend herself against Iron Fist. She does not have a stun. She has basically nothing to defend herself against Iron Fist, which is really good for me. So I definitely want to start off on the Sue Storm here, chat. Make sure you do check the comps before the fights and see who's the best dive for you. In my opinion, it was just Sue Storm here, because if I dive the Bucky, I get pushed back. If I dive the Loki, he just ruins. Sue Storm is really good because after the jump, she's basically useless. I kill her here, and then I instantly start blocking, and then instantly look to get out. Use my double jumps perfectly here. I get healed, bubbled by the thing perfectly. For some reason, I got overhealth here. I don't know why I did that, because most of this overhealth is going to be gone by the time I do get into the fight. Here would have been a perfect time to use my overhealth, but I guess we live and we learn. I'm still kind of getting used to it. I do engage here. This looks like a terrible engage, but honestly, just trying to stand on point and stopping it just for a little bit here. And mainly what I'm doing here is looking for a good dive on one of the healers. I feel like here, since they swapped off of Sue Storm onto Mantis, Mantis is still my best option, even though she has that sleep. So I am just going in here trying to look for a dive on the Mantis, but obviously they're too grouped up here, so I can't really do much. I go in, I instantly punch the Loki and instantly start blocking because I know that the Bucky is shooting at me. Literally, if you take any amount of damage from Bucky, bro, just start blocking, bro, because he can take your health in damn near an instant, especially if it's a good Bucky like Trials. So I instantly start blocking, gain 425 HP, and then I get out. Here I'm looking for a re-engage on the back line, so I'm trying to start from height, so I can look at the back line easier. I get healed to max. The Bucky is looking at me, so I'm trying to pay attention to that. Getting my overhealth before I get into the fight. Looking for the Mantis. See the Mantis. She does stun me, but because I have my OP ass block back, I gain 500 HP, and I'm able to get out into the suo. Right now I'm looking for another engage. I don't know what I was actually doing here. I think I was scared because they did Mantis ult here, so I felt like I wasn't going to do anything. Then I ended up just going in, trying to get for ult charge, and yeah, we did lose this fight though, so it was really nothing else I could have done here other than run away. I would rather gain ult charge than run away here. So after that, they did cap the point, unfortunately. And then right here, this is a really good spot in my opinion for Ironfist. This is literally the perfect spot for Ironfist, because if they're never coming up on this high ground here, you basically have free reign over the backline, and you can basically see anything that their team is doing here. So I'm sitting up here, I'm using my E to engage. Unfortunately, they did not have anybody but Loki on point, and my whole objective here is to stop Cart, because obviously you want to play the objective. So instead of just being a bitch and not doing anything, I try and stop Cart and going on the Loki. Forcing runes here is still really good, and forcing out this cooldown on the Bucky is really good. I'm going here knowing damn well I cannot get killed, because right now I have 500 HP. But Bucky doesn't realize that, and yeah, so I basically am able to get out for free after Bucky feeds me with that. I use my shift to get out. I see that they captured a miracle ult. I do want to play safe here. I'm gonna get my overhealth, and I'm going straight for this Mantis here, because she's basically the free pick of the century. Like, you definitely want to focus down Mantis if you can, as much as possible. Unfortunately here, they did peel really well, and I was not expecting the peel. This is also why I said it at the start. If you use your block cooldown wrong and the targets you're on are getting healed, do not stay in there for too long, because they will turn around and try and peel for their teammates. So here, what I did wrong was I healed, which is really good. I went on the dagger, but because the Loki was the last target and he can easily get that line of sight and just heal the Mantis, I can basically do nothing in this fight. Also, Loki most likely has runes and can just place his runes down, and I basically do nothing. Which in my mind, I was just not thinking, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm just about to bully this Mantis. That's all I'm about to do. So I got in, I used my block wrong on 2 healers, which you really never want to do unless they're like stunning you. But I basically gained probably like around 100 HP here, and then I commit, which was really, really bad here, because as you can see, the Strange just turned around and finished me off.
By the eye of
okay, now we go into the next fight. The Strange missed their ult. Here I'm just looking for help on my tank. I really wanted to stop them from just hard pushing here. Unfortunately, they were able to get that push in. So I do back out and just reset, wait for my team. You never want to stay in if your team is not alive, chat. I see a lot of people, even on different characters, like just feed in and try and get as many kills as possible when they lost like 3 in the fight. If you lose 2, just don't even fight. There's no point. Just wait for the team fight, chat. So here I heal before the fight. I see this Mantis. I'm looking for her. I instantly see her. Go on her. We start using ults. So instead of, as soon as I see this ult here, I know I'm most likely not going to kill anything. So I find a target and I just stay on them the entire time throughout the ult. There's a Loki here. I see he placed his runes, so I'm like, okay, I can kill him now since the runes are gone. Ults are still going. I end up blocking. See the Mantis in the backline. She's basically a free kill. And then, yeah, I probably didn't have to commit my ult here, but I really wanted to kill this Strange. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to get him. But yeah, we ended up winning the fight because of that. In my opinion, what I did wrong here was I did use my ults wrong. I felt like my target prioritization was really good there. So instead of just like instantly trying to like break down that Loki and trying to kill him as much as possible, there was basically no point in me doing that because he has 3 clones up and he can just switch throughout the clones, which is really annoying. So instead of doing that, I just took the less of a risk and went straight to the backline onto the Mantis, who's just sitting back there almost doing nothing, just healing her team. So yeah. Like I said before, you definitely want to know those targets that you can go on almost every fight and try and kill them as much as possible. I do see a lot of people complain about like Rocket Raccoon and Jeff. If they're ever on a comp like that, just focus on the Rocket Raccoon, because most of the time Jeff is flanking. And if you're focusing down Rocket Raccoon and he's just floating in the air, not getting any heals, just healing himself, then he's not healing his team. So yeah, that's a really good tip as well if you're going up against Jeff and Rocket Raccoon, because that kind of counters Iron Fist a little bit, but if you know how to deal with it, it's not that bad. Here I'm starting before the beginning of the fight. I'm not going in because I know if I go in, I know there's one person coming out of spawn. And if I go in here, I'm most likely just gonna block and get out. So instead of just blocking and get out, I'm actually looking for a kill here, chat. I see that he's the last person. I instantly start healing, and then I try and take this high ground in the middle here, and try and go on this Mantis here because she's out of the runes, and Loki is just not looking at her. So I'm just farming her. Like I said, you want to go on the easiest target as possible. Here I see Shroud is backing up. I'm like, okay, he's gonna beam me. He sees me, and then I instantly start blocking, beam him down, and then get out. Because after that, after my empowered is gone, there's really just no point in me staying in, since I don't have my block back. Unless you can gain your block back, that's the only real time you should stay in. But I felt like it was safer to just wait it out than to try and force it. Here I'm waiting for them to all walk through again. I use my E because I know they're all grouped up. Instantly go on the Mantis because she's the easiest pick here. I'm telling y'all, chat, this is the only way to go. I did feed for this kill, unfortunately, but that is the best way to do it. You want to go on the easiest dive targets and just instant kill them every single fight, because like I said, they can't do anything against you, chat. The best targets in my opinion to go on if you are on Iron Fist is Mantis, Sue Storm, Cloak and Dagger, Rocket Raccoon, and that's pretty much it for the healer roster. Because and Luna Snow. That's really, those 5 you really want to focus on if they're on those heroes at all. Those are the 5 heroes you really want to focus on because they cannot defend themselves against you. Luna kinda can. She's probably the best option. She most likely can kill you almost instantly if she sleeps you. But if you do block the sleep, she's literally just useless. She's a free pick every single fight. Same with Mantis. But you gotta be careful because with Mantis you cannot block her sleep. So we start at the beginning of the fight here. Instantly looking for the back line. I'm gonna heal here. Or am I gonna heal? I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, this is when I lagged out. Okay, so I think I was gonna heal here and then go on the back line, but unfortunately I lagged out. They do end up capping the point, and I came back kind of late, but we came back just in time to kind of win the point back. I don't know why my POV is not showing. There we go. I did this little buddy hop out of spawn. I thought it was really cool, I'm not gonna lie. I used my shift and I just hopped off the ledge here into the back line, but unfortunately I didn't get really too much done here. I just used my block to basically disrupt the back line, try and take heals off of the tanks, try and back them up a little bit, which was working in my favor. And we ended up winning the fight because I did that. So here it looks like I did nothing, right? It looks like I did basically nothing but just go in and get my block cooldown. But since I was in the back line, just disrupting the healers, Bucky had to turn around, the Mag had to turn around, and the other, or the Loki had to turn around here. So, just to basically get me off of the Mantis. And basically in the front line, all they had was Psylocke and Strange I'm pretty sure was flying away here, basically doing nothing. And all he could really do there was block or back up. As you can see here, he backed up and he's half HP. And then I used my block to get out. He took all my block HP gone, but I got out. turn around, and because we got a lot of space from that, we end up winning the fight instantly.
60 seconds left.
And then yeah, we just clean up. Very cool, very interesting.
Double KO.
Here I'm starting on the high ground once again. You want to start on the highest point possible in the map. As long as you can see the healers at the highest point, it is a good spot for Ironfist because he can consistently just stay on height. Like as you can see here, he has no cooldown to running, so he can literally just sit on height the entire time. Unfortunately, my shift did bug here and I wasn't able to kill the Psylocke. But basically all we're doing is just waiting here, waiting for them to walk in. I do use my ult a little early here. I was not actually expecting the Strange to just walk out and ult like that. I don't even think he hit anybody but me during that ult. I think he was literally just trying to fucking ult me there, which is kind of weird. But yeah, we ended up dying there, which is kind of unfortunate. But we do come back and just clean up the fight. My team was holding very well. I come back here, I instantly go on Mantis, which is a bad pick because they do have this Loki in the background. Same with Bucky. I just back out, take this health pack, and just back out to my team. There's no reason for me to engage there. If I engage, I'm basically 1v6ing in overtime, and that is a throw. Here, I'm starting on Heidegren. I'm instantly looking for the background. I think I'll actually go for Mantis here. Instead of going for that Bucky, I go for Mantis because she's the furthest one back. She's not gonna get any heals, and also we just Mantis ulted, so we just almost auto win here since they have no support ults. I kill the Mantis, kill the Loki, there we go. And then I kicked them off of point with my final hit, so they cannot touch point there, and we cleaned up the game, which was really good. I hope you guys did learn something from this video, because this kind of took me fucking forever to make. If you do want me to make a part 2 to this video, make sure you like the video and also subscribe, chat. I will be excited to make another one. I'm not gonna lie. I do gotta play some more games because we've been at 108 for too long. I did not play at all today. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I love y'all boys. Peace.